Hey folks, Casey here. Sorry it's been a while, but I wanted to come back and do a little video about this bomber seat project for the Roadster. Okay, so where to start here? I've got a whole bunch of new people subscribed to the channel who are interested in the Langmuir Systems Crossfire Pro CNC plasma table in the front part of the shop. I haven't made a video about that in a while because I've had a really tough time getting that thing working. But today I'm going to show you via that table how to go from a pile of stencils to a hot rod bomber seat using Fusion 360 software and just a little bit of ingenuity. The table's really cool. I've had nothing but problems with it for the first like 3 months. Made a couple videos that were a little bit critical of Langmuir systems, but I've got the thing dialed in and it's working really good. So, and to their credit, they helped me get there. Though I did have to figure a lot of it out on my own, because at the end of the day, you are the only troubleshooter in your shop. But I don't want to lose the rest of you. I'm talking about software, I'm talking about CNC. You know, this is still a very much handmade deal. I used a bead roller, I used a press brake, I used files and sandpaper. It's been a labor of love. Really the only thing I did on the plasma was cut out the patterns. And the reason I went that route is because I want to be able to crank these things out if anybody else wants a set. So, that said, let me cut to the computer and show you guys Fusion 360. Fusion 360 is a free software that you can download and use for free for personal use. But it's a very powerful piece of software, and the fact that they let people get their hands on it and use it without charging them that fee, everybody should download this thing. I learned this software in 2 weeks watching YouTube videos. And I didn't even spend 2 solid weeks on it. I spent an hour and a half, 2 hours a day for 2 weeks. And I know it pretty well inside and out. There's a lot I don't know, obviously, but I am functional in it in 2 weeks. And I'm a guy who couldn't open a PDF file. Ask my wife. Anyway, so don't be scared of the fact that I brought up a computer program, because this thing will change your life.
Okay, so here we have the modeled seat. Just kind of showing you guys what's capable with this program in terms of modeling. It's pretty cool. You can really check out your 3D models from every conceivable angle, which is pretty handy. A feature that I really like is the section analysis. So you can look and see how parts fit up halfway through the model, you know, basically like dropping down to the atomic level. Anyway, so here's how I did the design. What's really cool is you can bring in the pictures of your stencils, and you basically draw right on top of that. So, you know, I drew the back, I drew the side, general shape, right off of my stencil. You take a point, a reference point, and you measure and you enter that dimension in, and that's how everything is scaled. And it's just a really intuitive process. I mean, I'm not going to get into how it works or anything like that, but as you can see here, you know, the seat comes together really fast. Anyway, what I'm showing you at this point is the flat pattern feature, because you model the seat in 3 dimensions, but that has a function called sheet metal, and it knows that you're going to need to cut this out of a flat sheet so you can lay your 3D model flat, and that will give you a template to cut out on something like a CNC plasma, or even just a blueprint that you're going to take, and you're going to have a cut chart to go off of when you cut your stock. And that is basically the complete seat. So now that you've seen the way that the flat pattern feature works, you essentially use that same feature to break the seat into its individual components. Here you're going to see me laying the seat back flat, and then you can arrange multiple pieces into a space the size of the sheet of metal you have to work with. Here it is in Langmuir Systems Fire Control software, ready to cut.
Thank you very much for watching this week. I hope that you liked the content in today's video. If you do like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and comment on the video if you have anything that you want to add to the discussion, because those things help the video be seen by more people. A couple of my videos have really taken off. A couple of them, most of them, have just totally flopped. So with a little bit of help from you guys, I can make this thing actually reach more people, and that'll keep me engaged, keep you engaged. Everybody wins. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please subscribe. Thank you.
So in addition to being able to cut out really complex patterns, the Langmuir Systems Crossfire Pro CNC plasma table can also go through and peck just the center of every hole that's going to be drilled. Imagine the time that saves you in setup. Anyway, here we go.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this week. I know this was a little bit disjointed with the computer stuff and the plasma cutter stuff, and you didn't really get to see how the seat went together, but that's because I am learning as I go. One of my viewers at one time said that they like the style of my channel because it's kind of like learning along with me. And in the moment I was kind of like, hey man, what the heck? I know a little bit about what I'm doing. But the reality is I am kind of learning as I go. I used an English wheel really for the first time on this project. I used a bead roller really for the first time on this project. And this thing is far from perfect. There's a lot of stuff on it that kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies when I look at it. But it looks okay, you know, sitting there. And the second one's going to be a lot better. So I'm hoping to show you guys what I learned on the first one when I build the second one. And that's how I do a lot of the stuff that I show on this video. And you know, then when I do the third and fourth one for somebody that wants a pair of seats for their car, which is my plan, hopefully, fingers crossed, somebody wants a pair of these, then hopefully they'll be at a level where I'll feel good sending them out the door. These are plenty good enough for this old girl, but not good enough to send down the road. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this week. I will be back with another bomber seat video in the future. I'm not exactly sure when. I want to build a new rear bumper for the Ford Bronco. I've got a bunch of signs to cut out on the plasma cutter. I've been getting really into 3D printers lately, which may not excite most of you guys that are here for the Model A, but I tell you what, they're really cool. Rapid prototyping, using that same Fusion 360 software, being able to conceive, design, and have a part in your hand within the same day is pretty incredible. And I think I'm going to do some dies for forming the shape into the side of these seats on the 3D printer and bring that out to the shop as well. So please don't unsubscribe if you see content that you don't like on my channel, because I promise that I will come back with the content that you do like at some point. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this week. I'll be back soon. Please hit me up in the comments. Say, hey, I totally missed hearing from everybody. All right. Talk to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.